Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bria and this is Rise with Bria. Hi. Today we are going to be going to the library. We are on a fantasy journey. We're reading fantasy books. And so I'm curious to see what my library has as far as fantasy goes. So, we'll look and see what kind of romance books they have, thriller books they have. I'm kind of open this time. Maybe we can find one of each. I always love a good challenge. Maybe we can do one fantasy, one romance, and one thriller. Okay, let's see how we do. That's a good challenge. All right, well, we're gonna go in, we're gonna browse, maybe read a little bit. I am still working on reading Powerless, so it's actually coming around for me. Like at first it reminded me so much of the Hunger Games, but now it's coming all together for me. I like the romance, the two brothers. I don't know what it is. I feel like that should be like something that I hate, but but for some reason it does add a little bit of like, zest to the story. I'm liking it. It's cool. So yeah, I'm almost finished with that, and I have some books that I want to move on to, but I love a good trip to the library and just finding something different. So come along with me. Let's go. Actually, we've been back from the library for a while now. It's been hours. Actually, we went to the library this morning and we've had a full day in between. We finished up reading Powerless. I actually ended up liking it, really liking it. I liked how it ended. That was a huge thing for me. I didn't know where the story was going. It seemed very familiar. I just didn't know. But when you read different fantasy books, and I just don't know. You're pulling and you're looking for similarities between them, but it is nice when a book feels familiar. It makes it a little bit cozy. It makes it a little less daunting, and then it veers off from what is familiar into a new story. I actually like that. I like how she did that. So shout out Lauren Roberts. I will be continuing on. The next book actually is on Kindle Unlimited, and I read this book mostly on my Kindle. I finished it in the physical copy because it's so satisfying to finish a book in the physical form. Finished that, loved it. I will give my full review on it on my reading vlog that should be out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm still working on that. But for today, for this video, our library vlog, we are gonna go over the books that I got from the library, and I'm actually excited about these. I actually recorded this outro already, but but my head was completely cut off. So I'm redoing it, but that's fine because, you know, second time is the, what is it called? What do people say? Second time the charm, or second best? I don't know, but I think it's fine. So initially, what I found out when I was going over these books the first time is that I did not read the inside jacket, so I didn't actually know exactly what they were about, but I do like doing that with library books and not actually kind of judging a book by its cover, to be honest. And sometimes I'll look a book up on Goodreads just if I'm on the fence about getting it, because some covers can fool you, okay? So, but the covers are what sold me. Actually, I have seen, so I got Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren for my romance book, and I've seen this cover before. I've seen this book. I've read their books before, so I kind of can, you know, guess how good it will be. I think they write a lot of lighthearted books, and, you know, just nice summer reads. I think Christina Lauren books are very nice summer reads. So I got this. I guess I'll go over this book first. So Soulmate Equation. I had no idea actually what this book was about. And so reading the inside, it says single mom Jessica Davis is a data and statistics wizard. So I just read this actually. So basically, this single mom who has a lot of, you know, trauma from her childhood, she has a lot of abandonment issues and stuff. She doesn't want to date. She is or has been working on this DNA-based matchmaking, or working with this matchmaking company who just came up with like a program that can help you match with someone. She put her information in, I guess, and it matched her 98% compatibility with someone that she works with at the same company that she already knows, and she's like skeptical of it, but basically the company incentivizes her to at least get to know him a little bit better on a personal level, and, you know, just basically test out the system for herself, and, you know, give a review, and they're gonna pay her for it. It's like a forced proximity. They have to get to know each other for the company type of thing, and they probably end up falling in love, of course. We are excited about this. This seems really cool. I wonder how in depth they'll go as far as like the technology. This does give a little bit of Ali Hazelwood, like levers in the workplace, and they're competitive and all that. So yeah, we'll see how this is. I'm actually excited about this. I love Christina Lauren. So next we have The Last Party by Claire McIntosh. This is our thriller book. So we have a romance and a thriller. And I know I said that I wanted to get a romance, a thriller, and a fantasy, but listen, I have a stack of fantasy books that I am working through, and the only fantasy that I was hoping to find at the library was The Hobbit, and they did not have it. So I was like, you know what, this is a sign. I am just going to stick to my list, my stack. So I actually did already start reading Six of Crows. I'm not sure if that's a fantasy book or not, but it seems like it is. So yeah, I started that, and I really like that. I'm probably going to be reading that at night and be reading this in the daytime. So, but The Last Party, our thriller book. What stood out to me for this? I pull it out of the shelf and immediately see it says, at midnight, one of them is dead. By morning, all of them are suspects. Okay, let's go. Who did it? I love a good whodunit. Okay, this is gonna sound crazy, but I love like immediate victim, immediate we on the case. And like, that's when I get to put my critical thinking hat on. That's when I get to play detective, get to play Sherlock Holmes. I really love reading A Spider's Web by Agatha Christie from the library, and that was just so fun. But I feel like, I guess this is more of a mystery than a thriller. So yeah, let me just read what it says on the inside, okay? So on New Year's Eve, Reese Lloyd has a house full of guests. So, all right, I just read this, so let me summarize like I did the last book. So Reese Lloyd is the host of a party, basically like a dinner party. So this is New Year's Eve. By midnight, he is floating in the waters of the lake. So I guess they find him at midnight. I don't know. That's kind of crazy though, to bring in your new year with that's a deceased neighbor. But it says on New Year's Day, Fionn Morgan. Fionn as in like Ffion. Yeah. I at first when I read that name, I was like, am I pronouncing it right? Like, is it the double F? I don't know what it's supposed to mean. But Fionn is what I'm going to call the character. Morgan has a village full of suspects. Correct me if I'm saying it wrong also, Ffion. So it says the tiny community is her home. So the suspects are her neighbors, friends, and family. And Fionn has her own secrets to protect. Okay. In her mind, does it mean in her mind the suspects are her neighbors, friends, and family? Because in my mind, if someone winds up dead, I'm automatically going to rule my family out. So that says a lot, okay? So we're already putting our detective hat on. With a lie uncovered at every turn, soon the question isn't who wanted Reese, who finally killed him. So it means I guess that means there's multiple people who probably want him. Of course, in a murder mystery, you find out that everybody has a gripe with this person. It's like, hey, nobody mess with you. I mean, it's kind of sad to uncover that after somebody's long gone, but it's like, okay, so let's figure it out. It just makes it harder. It makes things harder when you're beefing with everybody. In a village with this many secrets, murder is just the beginning. I'm already hooked. I was hooked by the cover, but by the description, I'm like, okay, I'm just ready. So I don't know. I'm reading Six of Crows, like I said, so I might pick up one of these as I'm reading Six of Crows. I have this thing where I do like to read 2 books at a time, and I feel like with library books, that's perfect to do because you have them in a extended amount of time. Your books that you own, you can have those forever, but the library books, you're really on a time crunch. So it kind of is like a game that you're playing. And I really love to read 2 totally different books at the same time. So obviously I can't keep up with I'm not about to read 2 fantasy books at once. That's like too much, because fantasy books be having a lot in common. Even the characters' names, I'll be confused. But a thriller book and a romance, a fantasy and a romance, a fantasy and even a thriller, I can read those at the same time, read one during the day, and then have one that I read before bed at night. That could be really cozy. So I might just do that with these books and my fantasy book that I'm reading right now, because I am trying to read, I have a stack that I want to get to. I want to get into A Court of Thorns and Roses. Is it okay? It's ACOTAR. A Court of Thorns and Roses. I keep wanting to say Thrones because of Glass of Thrones. And Throne of Glass. Okay, I'm a little bit tired. I walked for an hour today at the park. So I'm a little tired. A Court of Thorns and Roses, and then I want to read Legendborn. So those are the next fantasies on my list, and I'm so ready to get to those. I'm excited about them, actually. So yeah, maybe I'll read these in tandem. I'm actually excited to do that. I feel like that would be a cool thing to do. So that's what I got from the library, the last party, and soulmate equation, and I'm really excited about them. So that's all I have for you today. So I will see you guys next time. If you like this video, please subscribe and and leave a comment and let me know what you have found, what has surprised you at your library, or if you like to read 2 books at a time. Is it just me, or is it all of us? Do we all secretly do that? I don't know. So yeah, just let me know all those things in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.